So we just moved into our new place, and you know that we don't normally do vlogs, but I'm trying to surprise Dionysus. You might hear the baby in the background. He exists, and he is watching his tablet. So before we moved, Dionysus did not have his own sewing space. His sewing space was in our room, which isn't really the end of the world, but I really wanted him to have his own space. So we decided that the dining room should probably be that, designated space for sewing. What he thinks is that we're basically going to move what was his sewing space in our room to our dining room. Which, yes, but no. I have a $100 budget, and I'm really going to try to zhuzh up this sewing space and make it really special for him. The reason that I'm able to keep this budget pretty low, let me turn on this light, is because we have built-in storage here for the sewing machines. Here's some bins of fabric and more fabric. But having this space here means that I don't have to worry about storing any of his sewing machines or the fabric, and that is a big part of a sewing room. And here's what we have for the dining room right now. It is not very fancy, but it's pretty much what we've taken from the other space. I've already started dipping into this budget. I was able to find these pegboards. Ooh, the yardstick just fell. But I was able to find these pegboards for kind of like no money at a donation site. I obviously donated to the donation site, but it didn't really eat into my budget at all. I think I spent $15 on these. And then I got some spools to hold like lace and stuff that will hang from the pegboards, along with some different storage containers that are just up high and out of the way. I found an 80-piece pegboard set on sale for $16, so I got that. It has hooks, it has containers, it has a whole bunch of different things, which will be absolutely perfect. And then some of the things I'm just going to be revamping. Let me show you. This will end up being his sewing table. The mannequins will likely live in this corner. I'm not quite sure yet. And then this table back here is going to end up being his cutting table. But I don't quite know what I'm going to do for the top of that. It obviously needs to be scratch resistant, but a cutting mat can be like $50 on its own, and that will eat into my budget greatly. So we're going to see what happens and what comes of that. Okay, the first pegboard is literally perfect. I think I'm going to put the second one right under it. I know this doesn't seem like much, but I'm pretty happy with the pegboards, so I think that he'll really like them too, and it offers a lot of space. You can tell that I'm not used to vlogging. I definitely was looking at myself on that last clip, like directly, like looking myself in the eyes, like, wow, did a good job on these pegboards. Did I say that I was going to try to get this project done in a day? That's not happening. As you can see, it is obviously a new day. I had to take the pegboards down, rush to get Dionysus, and then hide them before I got him, obviously. So I'm gonna try to get the rest of this done today. I'm putting together the pegboard I got all of this system for like $16 on Amazon. I have some bed risers, which I also got from Amazon for I think about $20. But I'm going to use that so that his cutting table is up a little bit higher and it's acts more as like a functional cutting table. And then I got this ironing board hanger and ironing board thing from Wayfair, I think, for like $10. But that's obviously where we're going to put the ironing board. The last piece hasn't come yet. It is a $30 like shoe and coat rack storage for like an entryway, but I'm going to have him store his hats and stuff on there. So when I pick him up tonight, I'm not even gonna let him into the house. I'm gonna tell him to take the baby and like go out and have them do something together. And then I'm going to try to build this whole thing and put it together before he can get back. Okay, I got a little bit more done. I cleaned up a little bit so I can move furniture around. And I picked up my husband with the baby. So now he is like not coming in the house. They're outside playing at the park. And it is time to like get into it. The packages did arrive, and I am just really hoping that this is easy to put together because I am not great at like actually constructing things that you have to put weight on. So, one sec. Let's get into it. The first box definitely had something that I ordered that is not related to this whatsoever, but the second box is. So, let's try putting this together. Putting this together isn't really that difficult. There are just no words to the instructions. So I have to go solely off of pictures, which is not the end of the world. Um, but the order isn't really stated. So it definitely started off not as strong as I would like. Okay, so this is built now, and I'm going to move on to trying to finish organizing the whole pegboard situation. But look at how good it looks. Simple. It's exactly what we're going for. Okay, the pegboard is done, and I'll definitely go through that. I moved the sewing table and the table that was in front of the pegboard around a bit. Uh, I'll show you that. I'm not going to show you putting the risers on because, like, it's self-explanatory. You take them out of the box, you put them under the table. But I will show you this. So this is the little rack that I built, the pegboard, the mannequins, the sewing machine, and that sewing table. That's like his little cabbage bin. And then this is going to be the cutting table. So I just need to put the risers on it. Okay, risers are on the cutting table. They definitely help. I think I'm going to move the sewing table over a little bit so I can move the mannequins over a little bit so that I can hang up this little holder for the ironing board and for the iron. Okay, I am done. It definitely needs more storage, and we're going to use like our laundry room as a bit more storage. I wanted him to be able to pick out that sort of stuff because I don't really know exactly what will be the most functional for him, but he has his own sewing space and he has always wanted that. So let's take a tour. Okay, now there's only one step. I obviously have to show my husband. I just called him, so I'm going to go wait at the door and walk him over to our dining room space that has been converted, and I can't wait to see his face. Okay, all right, okay.
Okay, what did I miss? What am I forgetting?
I have a surprise for you.
Okay, what is this? What did I do? Am I in trouble?
No, you didn't do anything, but I wanted to give you a little something if you come to our dining room. You can see it. I don't want to trip over anything.
Gosh!
Do you love it?
I love it!
So this is your sewing space. Do you love it?
Did mommy do a good job?
No response.
You say good job?
Thank you.
Love you, hands.
I thought that having some space left on the pegboard would work really well for you because you're going to need more storage. Are you counting? Yeah. You're going to need some more storage. But yeah.
I love it.
Good.
This is so nice.
I love that he's he's counting. You counting? Are you counting?
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah! Do you love it? Daddy loves it. Daddy loves this a lot.
Thank you for watching. Until next time. You say bye-bye.
Bye-bye, good.